In this tutorial, I'm going to run you through the different access levels in Scout for staff and how they play out in practice. So you'll see here that I'm in Stanis Baratheon's profile and I've selected the permission section. So this gives me an option of 4 different levels of access. The first one is no admin access, and this is the default for all accounts. So with this access level or lack of access, there will be no administrative access at all. So if, for example, I try and log in as Stanis into the Scout website, you're going to see that he is kicked out because he doesn't have access. So let's go back and bump up his access level a little bit. So the next one is administrators, and administrators have access to everything. The only thing they do not have access to is information related to your Scout subscription. So currently I'm logged in as the business owner. If I go to billing here, this will give me all my Scout related billing information that tells you about your subscription, your payment method, all that type of stuff. With administrator access, they will not have access to that particular thing. So I'm going to give Stanis administrator access. I'm going to go and I'm going to log in him in a separate window. And you'll see, yeah, everything looks pretty much the same, right? So you have full access to settings, billing, all that good stuff. If I go up here and click on my name, you'll see that there is no billing option here, which means he does not have access to the Scout billing information. So this is a great access level if you have like another business owner, or maybe you have a staff member or employee who really is just running the business full time. Maybe you're kind of taking a background role and you just want them to have full control. So if that's not the case and you've kind of set up settings for your business in a way that you really like, and you just want a manager in there to kind of handle the day-to-day, the next level of access here is manager. So they have access to all administrative functions except for settings and financial reports. So let's go ahead and see how that looks. So I'm just going to go ahead and refresh my screen here. And you'll see that on the left-hand side here, things look mostly the same, but most notably, there's no settings icon. So in a manager role, you cannot access settings. And then if you go into reports, you'll see it's very limited, mainly related to performance for staff, and then report about cancellations. So that's the manager access role. The last one is for schedulers. So these are staff that may just handle basic scheduling functions, right? Calls come in, or customers want to change something about their appointment, or they have questions, or they just want to organize the schedule. They also have access to customer data, with the exception of prepaid and account credits. They can't add those. That'll be something that has to be handled by a manager level or above. And very basic staff information, so they can access the staff profile to see phone numbers if they need to reach out or something. So we've given Stanis access as a scheduler. Let's go ahead and refresh our screen here. And you'll see now we have very limited options, right? So we can access the full schedule, and then we have access to staff, but again, only profile information. Customers, we do have relatively full access here, with the exception of credits. So a scheduler can still go in and look at pets and previous invoices and such. And we also give schedulers access to leads. So if you have new leads coming in that need to be reviewed and contacted, schedulers do have access to those as well. So those are the different access levels. The one thing I didn't mention and isn't super clear here is that whichever account you sign up with Scout with, that's going to be your business owner account. And as a business owner, you obviously have full access to everything. So you as a business owner are the only one that can grant administrator access. Another administrator, so for example, if Stanis is an administrator, he cannot grant administrator access to somebody else. That's going to be up to you. So yeah, that's the gist on permissions. If you have any questions, feel free to message in the chat. We also have a help icon up here. If you were to click this is going to take you to a more detailed document about what these different levels can and can't do. Okay, thank you.